everybody, Angie B here. I noticed today that I said yes to something that was really, actually it was pretty scary. The thing that I said yes to is it's actually really scary. Over the years, it made me think, this experience today made me think of my natural inclination to say no to things that frighten me. I think everybody's like that. I would assume that everybody's like that. But I don't know. It's a detriment to me to always say no to things just because they're scary. Everything's going to be nerve-wracking and, cause anxiety and nervousness when you first think about it. But if you say no to everything, you're going to miss out on so many opportunities. So the thing that I said yes to today, my friend, Jerry, he's my beekeeper friend, he came over today and he said, I know this old guy who knows of a house, an old house that's going to be torn down like in the next few weeks, and this house has beehives, a bee colony in the attic. I want to raise bees. This year I'm doing it. I'm making honey cow beehives, and I'll show you what those are like later too, but they're top bar beehives, and I'm building them myself. I already have most of the equipment. I'm trying to do it as inexpensively as possible. I want it to be very simple and inexpensive to start out with. And I wanted to catch swarms of bees in order to put them in my hive so I didn't have to pay for them, because if you buy bees to put in your hive, they're like $100. And I don't have $100 that I can spend on that. I just don't. I don't want to spend my money on that. So here's this hive in an old abandoned house that, crazy. I think about it and I get all giddy, and then I think, oh my gosh, we're going to go into this house and we're going to rip out walls and maybe rip out a ceiling and gather up honeycomb and suck up the bees in a vacuum that puts the bees in a 5-gallon bucket. And we're going to take these bees home in the back of a truck and we're going to put it in a new hive. Just the whole thing. I don't know. It just sounds exciting and scary at the same time. But I said yes. And I remember thinking when we were having this conversation, he was telling me about it, and I thought, I don't know. That sounds a little out of my league. I've never done this before. I don't even have a beehive yet. It's something I want to do, and I know a lot about it, but it's book smarts, stuff I've read, stuff I've looked at online, and, read forums and things like that. But I thought, oh, this is too much for me. I'm not ready yet. But I did it anyways, and I said yes. And the more I thought about it, I thought, things have come up in my life that were opportunities that I was not looking for. I was not actively seeking those things to happen. And they just, opportunities just to come up. And how do you take advantage of them if you say no to everything? If your natural inclination is to say no. And for a long time, mine was. I've had, as I look back, I think of all the contract work that's come about. I worked for Noon Active Hydration. I worked for the electrolyte company Noon, for a couple of years, and I really loved it. And it happened because I was kind of like in the right place at the right time as far as social media goes. I got the job through my blog, and it was great, and it was perfect. But I remember when I very first got the job, and I was talking to her, Laura about it, and I thought, oh, I don't know. I've never done anything like this before. I'm not experienced. I'm not qualified. I'm not this. I'm not that. But I said yes anyways. And it turned out to be a really great job. I grew out of it and I didn't want to do it anymore, but it was 2 great years. And I still love the product too. So anyways, my point is, work on saying yes to things. When opportunity comes up, say yes. And you can always think about it a little bit. It gives you time. It gives you time to think more about it. Sometimes if you say no, actually all the time when you say no, that's it. It's a lot harder to go back and say, hey, wait a second, I changed my mind. That says something about you if you do that. If you say yes, it gives people confidence in you, and it makes you're a yes person. When you say yes, you're a yes person. And then you can, have the caveat in there, now I'm going to think about this and I want to talk to you about it again. But for now, yes. So you can do it like that. You can give yourself a little bit of leeway, because it is scary. I'm going to go into a house. Hopefully everything will work out and it'll be great and everybody's feeling good that day and no mishaps and whatnot. But I'm going to go into this house with my friend Jerry, and my oldest son, is going to come with us, and we're going to tear up a house and extract a beehive. And they're saying that this beehive has been there for like 70 years. This thing could be massive. There could be nothing. I don't know. I have no idea. But how will I know if I didn't say yes? So, I encourage you to be a yes person. Work on it. See what happens. Opportunities will come up. Anyways, that's my thought for today. Take care, you guys. Thanks for watching.